The video you are about to watch is protected by the Corporation of the United States of America and parent company the District of Columbia's Constitution Bill of Rights Amendment 1, Free Speech and Free Press. We are also protected under the United Nations General Assembly Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People or D.R.I.P. also known as DRIP Articles 14 and 16. Article 14. 1 states that Indigenous people have the right to establish and control their educational systems and institutions providing education in their own languages, in a manner appropriate to their cultural methods of teaching and learning. Article 14. 2 Indigenous individuals, particularly children, have the right to all levels and forms of education of the state without discrimination. Article 16. 1 Indigenous peoples have the right to establish their own media in their own languages and to have access to all forms of non-Indigenous media without discrimination. Article 16. 2 States shall take effective measures to ensure that state-owned media duly reflect Indigenous cultural diversity. States, without prejudice ensuring full freedom of expression, should encourage privately owned media to adequately reflect Indigenous cultural diversity.
What up? This is Action Jack. Sorry to keep y'all waiting for so long. We're gonna call this Wounded Buffalo, part of African Americans Ain't African series. Now, why I call this one Wounded Buffalo is because just like the buffalo, we are forgotten creatures. The buffalo is mighty. It's also America's most iconic animal, but buffalo is rarely seen and rarely respected for its strength and for the battles that the buffalo has put up. The buffalo fought many wars, won most, loses few, but still there's very few buffalo left. And if you ask anybody who is the most iconic American creature, the buffalo probably won't come to be at the top of most people's forefront. The buffalo also got stabbed in the back by its supposedly caretakers. The buffalo dies alone. So do we as a people, because we've forgotten one great thing, or one important thing, that the whole world that you see is a Negro world. It's all about us, it revolves around us, it was created for us. And until we remember that, we're always going to be in this perpetual cycle of victimhood and servitude, basically, second classness. I mean, for the past year, I've been showing you pictures of black people all across the world. We are the aboriginals of every people. If there's a people on earth, there's a black version of, and the black version is the original version of them. It's almost like Attack of the Clones, or we're being attacked by body snatchers. Any kind of people you can think of, there is an aboriginal for. All. The Caucasian and albino, or the albino Caucasian, is not the original people. We are. As you can see from paintings, black people are all across the world. Whether it be in China, as I showed you prior, here in Arabia, it's more from Arabian Peninsula. And here's animated black war kings running through Persia, which is Iraq and Iran. So with all these proofs and truths out there, why is it so hard for people to believe that there are black people here in America? We're looking at some Negroes course, in Hindustan, now known as India, previously. But yes, all across the world, including here in North Africa and Bavaria. And of course, in the heart of Africa and Nubia. I mean, the whole world, from Africa to Asia to Australia to America and everything in between, is a Negro world. They are blacks on every continent who were and still are the aboriginals of every continent, of every people. This is a well-known fact, and it's something that black Americans need to come to terms with. And with that possibility, or with that fact of it being a Negro world, the possibility of you being descendants of the Negroes who were the aboriginals of America and not brought here from Africa. As I've shown a million times, George Catlin in the 1800s painted on a lot of the mostly Plains and Southeastern Indians running around here in the United States. Now, as you know, we mostly show you the real black ones. There are amongst them a lot of light-skinned and Asiatic ones, like this one right here. It's very light-skinned. So there was all different kinds of races of people here. Well, not races, we were all one race. But there was different shades of people, from high yellow to dark skin, like this gentleman right here, and everything in between. And if you notice him, he looked like an 80s rocker. This is the 1860s, and that outfit could be worn today. And this guy right here obviously has forms of dreadlock, but his hair being kind of pulled in like dreadlocks, like this one. That's the only way you can get your hair to like wrap around like that. These are all Indians. These are all your ancestors. So all your peoples. Most of these videos I don't even need to say anything about. You can let the pictures do the talking. When I see these people in exorbitant outfits with the same skin complexion and very much the same facial features that I notice in my family and in family of friends and neighbors, acquaintances that call themselves African Americans to this day, or black. Some of them born Negro or colored, with many of the same attributes, many of the same phenotypes, the same skin color, the same look, and the same exorbitance for dress and class are seen in these correct paintings of the true aboriginals of here in the United States, here in North America. The true aboriginal, the Asiatic American black male and female. If you can't see in these people that they are black, or they are those who call themselves blacks, the African Americans today, then you're clearly in a sort of denial. If you tell me you see or look at these people and you don't recognize none of them, you can't see people today that looks like these people, then you're in a form of denial. If you can't get past the fact that oh, their hair is so nice, or we don't have long hair like that, those are your arguments T.J. Walker became a billionaire off products made for the hair of our people. Where did she acquire the knowledge to do so, to make these regimens, to make these treatments for hair for our people? Where did she get that knowledge from? This is knowledge that we always had. This knowledge she always had. Just because from when they landed here in the Americas, we took very great care in our appearance and hygiene, and the hair was no different. That's why they want you to cut your hair. That's why they want you to have short hair. That's why they want you to not put your products in your hair. That's why you don't own the hair products or the stores that sell them. This is why. It's meant to keep you from not knowing who you are. This is why he told to wear rock and afro, to be natural. Because natural for us was processing and other things that we did. We wore a lot of cosmetics, both male and female. And this kind of shows the exuberance that we continue to display today in dress. Whether it's rocket fashions that are trendy on the edge of being risque, and other fashion decisions or fashionable decisions that we make on a daily basis, whether it be with our hair or clothes. You can see where it came from, and I can see clearly that it came from America. This guy had skinny jeans on in the 1860s. I mean, it's just still another line. Eventually, all of us are going to have to wake up and realize that we have a responsibility to this land, to this country, and to ensure that what our ancestors created and what was stolen from us, our birthright, is restored to our future generations. This is an obligation.
It's Third Eye Quest.
What they have done to us, besides the physical genocide, killing millions of us, enslaving millions of thousands of us, and sending us, our family across Africa and Asia Minor and Europe, and the ones left here was brainwashed into immediately came from somewhere else, so they never gained inherence that is left to them. It is the greatest travesty. It is tragedy because it leads to continental racial upheaval in the world. It's considered one of the most devastating, cruel, inhumane, and genocidal actions caused by one group towards another in human history. And the continued denial and quasi-reparation. United States of America, this parent corporation, District of Columbia, should be sued for everything that is worth. shit in man as they leave our land. We have the right to, especially as they continue to deny who we are and deny us from knowing who we are, denying us the ability to know who our ancestors are, to connect to our ancestors, to connect to our ancestral homeland, to be grounded, to be rooted, to feel proud and to be filled with pride over the fact of having a homeland and having a tangible history, a tangible place to go, not just wander around Africa or wander around thinking about it, knowing that you've always been on your homeland and that the battles that you hear about are your family. We will rob of that and probably will never get an opportunity to fully enjoy that.
We need you to look a certain way. You go join these groups, you're gonna do what we want. Now you see them kissing the sun on TV. You done put the gold chain stuff down. Now again, he got rid of the gold chain. He got rid of his connection to his people, because that's what he wore. That's what this is real hair. What? To link with his people, right? That was his style. You know that as well as I do. Listen, all right. You're the gold chain wearing people. So, Powhatan's description, sitting around with jewels everywhere, fucking gold chains everywhere, right? Richly hung with gold chains, not one or two, richly. Okay, what does it mean to be richly hung? Okay, if I had a rich amount of TVs, I have a TV in every room, even the bathroom. I have a TV in front of the fucking sink when I'm washing dishes. I don't. I'm just saying. So richly hung with many chains of great pearls about his neck. So he covered his fucking ass with this shit and his room, right? Covered with a great covering. This is his appearance, and all he can do is talk about his fucking fortune. This is the appearance of the man. Jewels, 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 jewels. What was his skin color? Jewels, jewels, jewels. Did he have all his teeth? Jewels, jewels, jewels. How did he wear his hair? Man, this motherfucker got a lot of gold. Now, it's not my fault that this is the description of Powhatan that this person gives. And we don't know if it's edited, but it's very interesting when you take in consideration when the Europeans first arrived. All they did was dig in the water and dig for gold. The Indians tried to teach them how to farm, and they were like, no, we're going to dig for gold. And then when they started starving, they went and ate dead bodies until the first Thanksgiving when they poisoned the Indians and took over their farms. So it's no surprise John Smith comes over and says, I'm going to give you a fucking opinion of Powhatan. Gold, gold, goddamn gold, 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 gold. Oh, he's got some pearls around his neck too. Gold, 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 gold. This is all this fucking guy can say is gold, gold, gold. 3 sentences into the first paragraph. Gold, 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 gold. Motherfucker, if I give an appearance to somebody, all their fingernails were this, he was this height, he liked soft shoes, he liked hard shoes, he liked stiff shoes, he liked shorts, he liked pants, he liked to wear this, he liked to do this, and he spent his time doing gold, 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 goddamn, there's a lot of gold, we ain't gotta dig in the river no more, all we gotta do is kill this dude and take all this fucking gold. I saw Jen. Her appearance was gold, gold! Come on, man. Who cares about this gold? This dude spent all his fucking time. Gold, gold, gold! So his appearance. It's fucking 2-chain gold cane. Go chains. And he's covered with a great covering of Latin word raccoon skin. At his head sat a woman. Motherfucking describe him, not the people and the shit around. that sound like a goddamn rap video? Come on, man. The only difference between rap and this is the rappers rent everything. This motherfucker owned it all. I got the women, I got the gold, the pearls, and I got men to do my bidding. That is how he really had it. It's written here by John Smith. Fucking gold everywhere. He had fucking mats. At a time, we think they only had skins. He had fucking mats. They had mats stacked up so that they were what? Off the ground, foot off the ground. Bitches to the left of him, bitches behind him, bitches in front of him. He said on his head he had women. How do you have women on your head? He had gold around his neck, pearls around his neck, women on his head. And the men that he controlled sat there like little boys. This sounds like a fucking rap video. Don't it? Tell me it don't. What else do we get? His chiefs sat on each side of the fire. Hey, go sit over there by the fire. These women will keep me warm. You guys use the fire, right? 10 in rank. 10 chiefs sat around the fire while he sat there with the bitches, the gold, and the pearls, right? And behind them, as many young women, each a great chain of white beads over their shoulders. They wear them over their shoulders, not around their neck. A chain of white beads on their shoulders. Their heads painted in red, and he with such a grave and majestical countenance as drove me into what? Admiration to see the state in a naked savage. Listen, dude. If the dude got men to do his bidding, that rule over other men, bitches surrounding him, gold all over him, pearls all over him, and the room that he's in, and the dudes, he said, go over there by the fire. Obviously, the fire's not going to be by its skin. It's one spark, and it fucking lights everything up. You niggas go by the fire, and then the dudes by the fire got women lined up behind them. And John Smith come in there like, oh shit, dude, come on, man. You're just like John Smith came in there with the same attitude that you sit there with watching a fucking rap video. Look at the Lamborghini, look at those bitches, look at how they dance, look at them all with straight hair, right? Right, the ink on their face, right? It's just a different thing now. You don't think Manhattan was black? You mean to tell me you think it's one of these fucking pale-skinned Indians that don't do the same shit today? Here's the key. The culture of the nigga or the black man or the African American, which is really the American Indian, has not changed in hundreds of years. The nigga still dress himself with gold, silver, and women. Excuse me, women. Sorry, I said bitches a few minutes ago. It just brings everything up. It means no disrespect for you today. It's just, brings the elevation of the people that have oppression stamped in their head. Now I want you all to understand something. These people came with their craft of gunpowder.
I just want y'all to know that y'all came from greatness, that we wasn't just a bunch of slaves brought here from some other land, didn't defend ourselves. We were the kings, the chieftains, the chiefs, the warriors as they encountered when they came here. We are still the red man. We are still the American Indian, the American Aboriginal, and we are still black. Proclaiming your Americanism, your Americanness, your copper-colored indigenous right, your birthright, doesn't mean that you're not still black. Doesn't mean that you don't still have soul. Doesn't mean that you're ashamed of being who we are. It actually opens up a new door and a more brilliant and a more actually a more self-gratifying role in history, as this is the old world, as we are his chosen, as we are the antediluvians. We have the oldest DNA. We were created first. We should be proud of that, instead of basking in victimism and being slaves and all of this crap. We were not the slaves. They were the slaves. We lost a battle when they changed history. And now it's time to reinstate history where it's supposed to be at. Take our rightful place. To showcase who we are for real. Take back our lands. To reclaim our tribes and our people. To reclaim our regal and our royalness. To finally be at peace and to be at home, at rest, where we always been. Didn't come from anywhere else. We lost a battle, we won many great ones. This is the culture that we come from. These are the people. These are us, and we are them. It's okay to let go of Africa. They have plenty enough of their own to celebrate their beautiful continent and their beautiful heritage. But it's up to us to praise our own ancestors, to praise this land, the land of milk and honey. Zion promised upon us, for us, by us. Plymouth Rock. We didn't land on that. It landed on us. That's how far back we go. We are as old as the land. And that's what Malcolm was telling us. That's what Brother Malcolm was telling us. We are a diverse people. Different phenotypes, different skin colors, different hair textures. This was written by Samuel Morton, Dr. Samuel Morton, in the 1840s. But no matter different hair, different skin color tones, different cheekbone structures, whether you have slanted eyes or your eyes are a little more rounded, whether you have a flat nose or big lips or skinny lips, big ears or thin, small ears, whether your hair is straight, curly, or an afro, it doesn't matter. We are undeviatingly as diverse as we are, one race, the American Indian, the Amerindian, the Aboriginal of the Americas. Black people are the Aboriginals of every continent, and America is no different. It's always been known. It was erased out of our memories. So it's okay for us to remember once again. Take that rightful role. Think about it. Doesn't it make more sense? You really think they killed off millions of strong warriors? You think that they grabbed millions more from another land and brought them here? Their grandiose sets them, or actually gives them away. They didn't do all of those things. They didn't do half of those things. All they did was manage to trick us. That's all. They tricked us. We are true Lady Liberty. We are true kings and queens here. We are the true chiefs, the true America of the Americas, of the land, like Big Chief Powhatan here. Remember, stay tuned to Action News Network, now back in New York. More equipment, more resources. And stay tuned because I have a whole bunch of videos coming out. Probably have a video a day for a couple of days now. Catch up. And if you like what you see, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Tell your friends, like, share, please. And if you have the chance, please donate to PayPal. PayPal.me at D Jackson, capital I, all caps, D Jackson.